A Target 12 Investigators exclusive. We're examining allegations of food stamp fraud. Earlier this year, a controversial report was released claiming widespread fraud in welfare programs. So Target 12 went undercover to check into some of those claims.
We also find some stores banned by the federal government from accepting food stamps are now back in welfare business. Let's get right to Target 12 investigator Tim White here with the exclusive details.
This has become a polarizing issue, with one group saying focused attention on welfare fraud is nothing more than picking on the poor, while others who say these programs are being looted, robbing from taxpayers and the needy. It's the first of the month and Target 12 goes undercover at a wholesale food store. We're rolling as this man uses a SNAP card, or food stamps, to pay for a large amount of candy, soda, and other small snacks. We then follow his van loaded with the goods back to a corner store in Pawtucket. There we witness he and another person unload the goods into the store. Target 12 then goes inside the store undercover to see them stocking the shelves with the same goods he used food stamps to purchase.
That wouldn't surprise me that you were able to observe something like that.
Moderate Party founder Ken Block was hired by the Chafee administration to look for fraud in the state's welfare programs.
In my report, we actually documented not the use of just a single card in that kind of scenario, but I think as many as 10 cards where they were used one after the other.
Block claims some people on food stamps sell their SNAP cards for as little as 50 cents on the dollar to certain shop owners. Then those businesses use the cards to stock their shelves with products to sell at a substantial profit.
Do I think that's okay? Absolutely not.
Dr. Kathleen Gorman runs the Hunger Center at the University of Rhode Island. She says allegations of fraud in welfare programs are being blown out of proportion.
I think the data that we have suggests that there is no widespread, wild, rampant fraud.
In fact, Target 12 went undercover on the first of the month over 3 months at several locations, including visiting a dozen stores that were rumored to purchase SNAP cards for cents on the dollar. We weren't able to capture more than this single instance of potential abuse, but records show fraud is happening. This data, obtained through a public records request by Target 12, shows of the roughly 1,000 shops in Rhode Island that accept food stamps, 17 stores were sanctioned for violating SNAP regulations in 2012. The stores were stripped of their right to accept food stamps, but Block calls these sanctions a slap on the wrist.
They reapply, they can change one letter in their last name.
We discovered at least 4 of the stores sanctioned in 2012 are indeed once again accepting SNAP cards, even 2 that were labeled permanent disqualification that now have a new name.
That's a really sad situation.
Dr. Gorman and others have been highly critical of Block's findings. Block says the government shouldn't be going after the poor, but rather unscrupulous business owners who take advantage of the needy. Would you support that?
Sure.
You have a smirk, though.
Well, I'm just thinking this may be something I could agree with Ken Block on.
The Chafee administration has a package of bills being considered right now aimed at beefing up something called the Office of Program Oversight. A spokesperson says the office is designed to root out waste, fraud, and abuse in health and human services programs. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
There's more on this investigation online. We reveal which stores were sanctioned by the government.
And go in depth with WPRI.com reporter Dan McGowan on new laws being considered right now that would crack down on welfare fraud. It's all online at foxprovidence.com.